Hi, everyone. My name is Nico, and I use he, him pronouns. I'm a white man with blonde hair, large blue and brown spectacles, and a green flannel shirt. I'm seated in front of a purple wall and some bookcases. And like about 25% of the US population, I'm disabled. Non-disabled people might see our lives as tragic, sad, pitiful, but I don't know, guys. I've been disabled a pretty long time, and I think there's also room for disabled joy. However, the disability community has as many members as it has opinions, which is why I've asked my friend Katelin here with me today to talk about disabled joy. Hi, Katelin. Thank you for joining us.
Nice to be here.
Can you recall a joyful memory for us? It could be one having to do with your disability, or it could be totally independent.
Yeah. Um, I find a lot of joy in cooking because it's one of the few activities that I can do without too much difficulty with my current disabilities. I find chopping and creating in the kitchen to be super therapeutic. And it's also a good way to spend time with my family and create something new.
Fantastic, thank you. When you say that you find chopping things and preparing the food to be very therapeutic, I that really resonates with me. As a young disabled kid, my parents often would do a lot of stuff for me, which was good at the time, but left me with like not a lot of life skills when I moved out on my own and stuff. So cooking for me has been a way to like flex those independence muscles, and I also find it quite therapeutic. Thank you. How has being disabled impacted or intersected with your ability to pursue your own joys and pursue your own happiness?
I think it's, there's a lot of physical limitations sometimes that get in the way of doing things that maybe other people would enjoy or that like potentially I enjoyed before I had a lot of disabilities since mine started in my later teens, right? So for me, things like hiking or being physically active are pretty prohibitive. So finding activities that don't strain my body too much. That's been one of the most challenging aspects of finding joy. And then, just having those limits that you wish don't exist.
Yeah, that does sound very hard. I was disabled from birth, so I'm not familiar with the experiences of getting those diagnoses, but I imagine it must be very tough, especially if you had enjoyed hiking before and now it's something that your body can't do. I would extend sympathy there. We're also joined by my cat, who looks like a regular cat. Brown, black, two eyes, and a pokey tail. Fantastic. Caitlin, what one thing do you want everyone else or the general public, what do you want people to know about disability and disabled quality of life?
Um, I think the biggest thing is that I think people I don't want people to think that we're less qualified or less able to do a job just because, or a task just because we have to end up doing it differently. Um, and I don't necessarily like to be treated differently based on my disabilities. I think disabled people are just as capable, even if how they achieve the outcome is different from able bodied people.
Thank you, Caitlin. I think that's really well put. There are times where we as disabled people need to be adaptive or need to be resilient or need to find other ways that work for us in any regard of life because what has worked for everyone else doesn't necessarily work for us, right? So you saying that disability and capacity can coexist is really powerful. So I thank you for that. Caitlin, my last planned question is one that I ask all my interviewees, regardless of what project I'm on. Is there one recent win that you're celebrating that we can help elevate and celebrate along with you? Or if not, what cool things are you doing? What cool things have you done? Where can people find you online if they want to connect? this is your chance to be your own cheerleader, to brag a bit. This is your soapbox moment. So fire away.
Well, recently I've gotten into taking some photography. It's rose season around, and so I've become a bit of an amateur photographer, and I've enjoyed pursuing that while the roses are out and about right now in California. I posted a few of the photos on LinkedIn, and there may be more coming in the future.
Fantastic. Katelin, thank you so much. As someone who has like zero art skill himself, my hat is off to you and your photography skills. A real shutterbug. All right, Katelin, thank you so much for joining me. Audience, thanks for being here. Tune in next time, and remember, I'm rooting for you.